Hello YouTube, this is Glenn and I am back again, hopefully with a better quality video. My last video was too far away. I was rushing and I apologize for that. But this one, hopefully, it's a little bit clearer, a little bit better. This is going to be more of blowing the whistle on the Jehovah Witnesses. I guess you can consider this video number 3 in reference to that. One of the things I want to get at is most of the times when witnesses are talking among themselves, and if you are a Jehovah's Witness and you happen to be looking at this video, we won't tell anybody. But a lot of times they tell you that people that make videos in reference to the Jehovah's Witnesses are apostates. And if you want to believe that, so be it. I'm not here to try to say I'm not, whatever you want to call it. All I do is just ask questions. So first of all, I go to the jw.org website and I don't see a lot of not videos, but I don't see any acknowledgement of the child abuse cases. And if you are a Jehovah's Witnesses, don't you wonder why? Just throwing it out there. Well, this is what I think I have Pandora's box. I think we've finally figured it out. A lot of you that are out there, when you see my video, please respond. Ones that are in the same thing that we're doing. We're trying to awaken our loved ones. When I say the Pandora's box, it's like something is being exposed and it like hits you across the head. That's what we're talking about. One thing I want you to think about. One thing Satan the devil had done in the past, and he's always been good at it. He's always been good at infiltrating whatever he needs to do. In reference to when Jesus had the apostles, he infiltrated them. He got, of course, to Judas Iscariot, but he also got to Peter. So out of that 12, he got to 2 of them, which is pretty good. All right. So what Satan has done, I think, in reference to the Jehovah's Witness faith, not saying that the Jehovah's Witness faith is truly God's, has God's hand on it, but we're just saying sake of saying it. He has done a good job. Again, let me give you an example. This has been going on for 30, 40, 50 years within the Jehovah's Witness ranks of these pedophiles. And it has always been not even heard of. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and I stayed a Jehovah's Witness until I was in my 30s, I guess, maybe 30, 31, and I'm 57 now. So all those years, I never heard about it. Never heard about pedophiles, never even crossed my mind. The only thing most Jehovah's Witnesses worry about or think about is who's sleeping with who, committed adultery and going to get this fellowship. Never in your wildest dreams do you think about pedophiles. That's how Satan got you. That's how he got all of us. He was doing that the whole time and nobody ever knew it. And Jehovah's Witnesses infrastructure, I think I said that word, infrastructure, structure, whatever you want to call it. It was so tight. And they always would use the terminology, we got to protect Jehovah's name. No, you're not protecting Jehovah's name. He's God. He don't need your protection. You're protecting the book club. Now, when I say that, you have what is called publisher cards. They have a publisher card on me. I've been out of the Jehovah's Witness faith for over 20 years. But the congregation I was from, which was in Greenville, North Carolina, I have no problem saying where I was from. If they were to go back to that Kingdom Hall and go to that hall that I was in, they would know exactly why I got this fellowship, what my response was, and all of that. 20, 25 years ago. But they still had it. So if I wanted to come back to the hall, they would pull that card back up. That is what is their downfall. Because they keep publisher cards or publisher records on everyone. So if anybody had an abuse problem, or if they were a molester, they would have records on it. And that's why they don't want to give the government what they want right now. So think about something, Jehovah's Witnesses. This has been going on for a long time within your own organization. And now the upper echelon of your organization, they know. But they don't tell none of y'all. If you talk to a Jehovah's Witness right now, he has no clue as to what's going on. Or they tell people anything you hear is an apostate or it's the devil. No, it's not. Nobody is trying to sleep with a little 8, 9-year-old boy or girl. Apostates are not trying to do that. It's your own people, your own elders, your own ministerial servants, presiding overseers, whatever all the names y'all got. That's the ones you got to look at. Because when you go out in field service, when you have a book study or a personal book study, these are all times that people can be alone with kids. I've done it myself when I was a little child, when I was a little boy. My mom would let me go stay with a couple of friends. We would stay overnight with them, stay the weekend with them. Numerous amount of boys. We were, I can say lucky, we were fortunate enough to not have to stay with somebody that was a molester. Because that could have happened to me. You know, you're 8, 9, 10 years old, you don't know. But the trust factor within the organization is very great. Anybody that's been a Jehovah's Witness, you'll know what I'm talking about. You trust greatly. All right. I'm going to tell you how good Satan is. And this is something that you probably never thought about. Whenever we talk about the trials that Job went through, Satan was smart enough that when he approached Jehovah, Jehovah asked him, where have you been? You set your sights upon Job. Satan like, yeah, I have. And the only reason why he's blessing you, Job, or appreciating your blessings that you've given him is because of all the things you've given him. Or giving praise to you, Jehovah. And he's because, all the blessings you've given him. So Jehovah told him, look, I tell you what, go down there and try to break his faith, but just don't touch his soul. Think about that account. He left Jehovah knowing I can't kill Job, but Jehovah ain't say nothing about me killing everybody else, his family, and basically his whole corporation, his herdsmen, anybody that was around him, had to do with his family, he killed every one of them. So when we talk about that example, we say, hey, Job was a faithful man, and Jehovah blessed him. Yeah, he blessed him. But how about the kids? How about the herdsmen? How about all the people associated with Job? They were all killed. All of them. Now, he did exactly what Jehovah told him to do. He didn't touch Job's soul. But he killed everybody else around. Now, the reason I bring that example up, in essence, he kind of tricked Jehovah. He did. You think about the account. He tricked Jehovah. Now, if he's smart enough to do that, think about the organization. You got these imperfect men who love attention. Now, we see what has happened from that. You have pedophiles running all over the Jehovah's Witness faith. Probably other religions as well. Perfect setup for pedophiles. I want you to think about something. Those ones that are disfellowship or those ones that are PMO. 70,000 people are disfellowship every year. We're not talking about ones that are faded away. We're not talking about ones that are disassociated themselves. We're saying disfellowship. 70,000. You do that times 10, do the math. We're not even talking about faded away, PMO, or disassociated. This is just disfellowship. So, what do you think? Do you think Satan has infiltrated the Jehovah's Witness faith? This is not apostate material. This is just something to make you think. He's smart enough to do what Jehovah told him not to do. Jehovah said, don't touch Job's soul. And he said, okay. But Jehovah didn't say I couldn't touch anybody else. Think about that. Think about the magnitude. This guy, person, spirit, whatever you want to call him, was smart enough to get the okay from Jehovah to go test Job, and he couldn't kill him. But he said, okay, I can't kill him. I can kill everybody else around. And he did it. He did it. So do you think he can get within any type of organization and cause a problem from within? It's not do we think he can. He's done it. This has been going on for 30, 40, 50 years. And it's just coming out now. Most of y'all have never even heard of it. And this is the kicker. I advise all of you to go on YouTube and type in exposing Jehovah's Business. This is a couple. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Husband and wife, 2 beautiful kids. Support them. Subscribe, like their page. I need to really get to talk to them. One of the things that he brought out, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, I want you to think about this. When Satan the devil was on trial, when Jesus Christ was on trial in front of, the Jews, the Jews, and Pontius Pilate, what did it look like if Satan was defending him? Ludicrous, right? All right. The Jehovah's Witnesses right now, one of their lawyers, I cannot pronounce his name, but it's I'm going to spell it for you. Massimo. Last name is Introvigne. He's a cult apologist. He defends Scientology and some group I've never heard of called the Moonies. Never heard of them. He's taking a picture with a Satanist group. All 4 of them. A group. At the end of this video, I'm going to take a picture of that and show it up there so you can show it. I'm not lying. Now, the Jehovah's Witness faith has this guy as one of their main lawyers defending them. And why is that? He's a Satanist for one. Do the math. Think about it. That's all I'm saying. Think about it. Think about it. And the last thought I have, when the Bible says what's done in the dark comes to the light, did that only apply to people that were not Jehovah's Witnesses? Or do that apply to everyone? That applies to everyone. They're telling you that the apostates are trying to throw us under the bus. The news, it's fake news. How about this? Jehovah killed the Israelites when they came through the Red Sea. And Moses went up on the mountain and they tried to make a god. And Moses came down. Jehovah killed over, I think it was 20, 30,000 of them. His own people. So that means Jehovah doesn't mind disciplining his own people. So, is it truly an apostate like me or the media? It's your own people that are doing it. Your elders, your ministerial servants, special pioneers, whoever they are. They're the ones that are messing with these kids. They're the ones that are doing it. Nah. I had nothing to do with that. I'm just a messenger. Think about it. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the picture. And I want y'all to do one thing for me. Use your mind. Peace out.